Good morning, everyone. My name is DeRubeis. I'm the Director of Public Safety for the City of Stamford. On behalf of Mayor Simmons and the Simmons administration, we'd just like to thank Chief Shaw and the Stamford Police Department, the Stamford Police Foundation, and all of our partners here today with us to make this day possible. I just want to start off by saying safety is first and foremost our top priority here in Stamford. And many people choose to own guns for many different reasons, and that's their constitutional right. It's our goal to make sure that we make education of gun safety our top priority, and to make sure people who do own guns do so legally, and that they have the training to make sure that they not only can handle those firearms safely, but store them safely, as well as transport them safely. Some people own guns who no longer wish to have those guns. And that is why we are hosting here today the second annual Connecticut Gun Buyback program. And this gives people an opportunity who, whether they came into a firearm by a death in the family, somebody passing away or falling ill, a friend, they come into this gun, they no longer want it. Today gives them an opportunity to come into the Stamford Police Department along with our partners and get cash for that product. Not to say that they can't come in any day or contact the Stamford Police Department at any time, because we're always available to respond in any situation that somebody has a firearm that they no longer want to possess. But today, if you come in, we have it set up so that you get some monetary compensation for that. So with that said, I'd just like to say, our goal, again, is to make sure that we have a safe environment here in the community and that we make sure that no gun falls into the wrong hands. So thank you, and we're all in this together.
Hi, Chief Tim Shaw of the Stamford Police Department. I echo Director DeRubeis' comments about trying to get the guns out of the houses. If they don't belong there, you don't want them there, we'll be happy to take them off your hands. Any gun that we get off the street or get off somebody's house, it just prevents another tragedy. And what we're trying to do is prevent tragedy. We're here all together, as the director said. I thank all of our representatives here that are with us as well, as also the police department, the officers that have been here today. And I just want to say very briefly that if you have a gun in your home and you don't think it should be there, please bring it down. Bring it down to us so we can prevent a future tragedy. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. I'm Matt Blumenthal, State Representative for Stamford and Darien. I'm very glad to be here, and I want to give a big thank you to the organizers of this event, especially Michelle Voigt and Jenn Lawlor from Violent Crime Survivors, the Newtown Action Alliance, Song Strong, the Stamford Police Department, and Stamford Police Foundation, and the Simmons administration for the city of Stamford. These sorts of events are a really great opportunity not only to get guns, unwanted guns off the street, to prevent them from falling into the wrong hands, but also to educate people, to give them an opportunity to store the guns they do want more safely. And it's an opportunity for the police department to learn more about what guns are out there and how people are feeling about them, and to help keep us safe that way. So I want to give a big thank you to everyone who contributed to this event in every way. And yep, if you have a gun that you don't want, come down, drop it off, no questions asked. We'll appreciate it. You'll get some monetary compensation for it. So thank you.
Good morning, State Representative Corey Paris representing Stamford. First and foremost, I'd like to obviously thank the advocates and organizers of this event. I think it's bigger this year than it was last year, which is super important. And then also to give mighty congratulations to not only the Mayor's administration, but to Chief Shaw and the entire Stamford Police Department for their work in making sure that this event is shared with the community, and also that this process and program is a year-round opportunity and not just one day. While since the 90s, these buyback programs have not necessarily proven to curb all instances of violence, of gun violence for families and children and in communities, it has shown that it is another small step for us to take in ensuring that our communities are safer, and that, more importantly, unwanted guns don't end up in the wrong hands. So I think that's really what's most important. This won't solve all of the crimes and the violence that we see across our country, certainly some of which what we see here in Connecticut, but it will be able to be just a small part in us making a difference. And I think what should also be noted is that while crime has gone down here in Connecticut over the last 2 years, it's important to show that these kinds of programs are what obviously are attributed to some of those numbers and seeing more healthier, safer environments and communities on the rise. And so I just ask that everyone continue to do their part in making sure that we are keeping unwanted guns off the street while also protecting the lives of our children and families and loved ones. Thank you.
Thank you. Richard Blumenthal, U.S. Senator. I'm really proud of Connecticut's law enforcement community because today, all across our state, in Waterbury, Hartford, Guilford, here in Stamford, police are dedicating their time, and Newtown Action Alliance has organized this massive effort to give people the opportunity to get rid of unwanted and unnecessary guns. Those guns frequently become crime guns because they're lost or stolen, they wind up on the streets, and they're used to injure or kill people. This kind of buyback effort shows that America wants to make communities and neighborhoods safer and prevent, not just deter, but prevent these kinds of really unnecessary and senseless killings that are all too common in Connecticut and all around the country. My hope is that this effort will inspire other communities around the country. I'm going to be talking to my colleagues in Washington about the success of this day here, about the need for Ethan's Law, safe storage, such as we've done here in Connecticut, thanks to our legislature. Other measures like a ban on ghost guns, which apparently have been turned in at some of these locations. These kinds of dangers can be stopped. And again, my thanks to our law enforcement community, our police, for recognizing that public safety is served by these gun buybacks. Thank you.
Good morning, Silas Redd. I'm one of the assistant chiefs here at the Stamford Police Department. And first of all, I'd like to thank Michelle Voigt and Jenn Larson for their partnership in this second annual gun buyback event. Too often, too many times, guns have brought heartache and pain to families across the nation. This department, as well as many others in the state, understands the importance of the less number of firearms we have on the street, the less number of heartache and pain we have to worry about being imposed on our families. So thank you for this day. Thank you for this second annual event. And we're already looking forward to our third year of collaboration. Thank you.
My name is Jenn Lawlor. I'm a co-founder of the Violent Crime Survivors organization that's partnering with all these wonderful people today. And I am here. My daughter, Emily, was a victim of deadly gun violence in 2018. And I've spent the last 4 years committed to trying to make a safer world because I don't want anyone to end up with the life that we've had to live. So thank you very much. Appreciate all of you.
Thank you.